Thanksgiving, it's more than just a day for turkey and pumpkin pie. It's a holiday rooted deeply in history, unity, and gratitude. A time for family gatherings, feasts, and reflection. Thanksgiving invites us to pause and appreciate the blessings in our lives, while honoring the traditions that have been passed down for generations. To fully understand the beauty of Thanksgiving, it's important to look back at the rich history and the cultural significance of this day. The story of Thanksgiving begins in 1620, when a group of English Christian settlers, known as the Pilgrims, arrived in what is now the United States, fleeing religious persecution in England. These courageous individuals embarked on a journey across the Atlantic to establish a new colony. They landed at Plymouth, Massachusetts, where they sought to create a community based on their religious beliefs and values. The Pilgrims were not alone in this new world. The region was already home to the Wampanoag tribe, a group of Native Americans who had lived in the area for thousands of years. The Pilgrims and the Wampanoag forged a peaceful relationship, highlighted by the signing of a peace treaty in 1621. Governor William Bradford, representing the Pilgrims, and Massasoit, the Wampanoag leader, agreed to a pact that ensured 40 years of peace between their peoples. This collaboration would later be celebrated as the first Thanksgiving, a moment of unity that transcended cultural boundaries. In the autumn of 1621, the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag came together to celebrate a bountiful harvest. The feast lasted for 3 days and was shared by 50 Pilgrims and 90 Wampanoag Indians. Though it is often depicted as an intimate gathering of families and friends, historians believe that only 5 women were present at this historic event. Despite the small number of women, the gathering marked a moment of solidarity and thanksgiving for the blessings they had received. Fast forward to the present day, and one thing that remains central to the Thanksgiving celebration is the turkey. This majestic bird has become synonymous with the holiday, with 88% of Americans serving it as the main dish during their Thanksgiving feast. Americans prepare about 45 to 46 million turkeys each year. If you're ever in Minnesota, you'll learn that the state is considered the turkey capital of the world, raising around 40 to 42 million birds each year. On average, a typical Thanksgiving turkey weighs about 15 pounds. In fact, the largest turkey ever recorded, named Tyson, weighed a whopping 86 pounds and was sold at a charity auction in London for $6,692. Another unusual Thanksgiving fact comes from 2006, when New York City's Old Homestead Steakhouse hosted the world's most expensive Thanksgiving dinner, which cost a staggering $181,000. This lavish meal included luxury ingredients like caviar, truffles, and Wagyu beef. Turkeys have become such an iconic part of the holiday that Thanksgiving without turkey would feel as incomplete as Christmas without a tree. The adult female turkey is called a hen, while the adult male turkey is called a tom. For those tasked with preparing the perfect bird, the Butterball Turkey Talk Line is a beloved resource offering expert advice on everything from how to thaw your turkey to cooking tips. The line has been a trusted source of information since 1981, answering over 100,000 calls annually during the holiday season. While Thanksgiving's roots are tied to early American history, the holiday didn't become a national tradition until much later. In the early years of the United States, presidents had to declare Thanksgiving a holiday each year. However, in 1863, amid the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln issued a proclamation establishing Thanksgiving as a national holiday. He chose the last Thursday of November as the day to celebrate, hoping that the holiday would help heal the wounds of the nation and bring people together during a time of great division. Thanksgiving continued to evolve over the years. In 1939, President Franklin D. Roosevelt moved the holiday to the third Thursday of November in an attempt to extend the holiday shopping season and boost the economy during the Great Depression. This decision was met with resistance and was dubbed Thanksgiving by critics. In 1941, Roosevelt officially restored Thanksgiving to the fourth Thursday of November, where it remains today. One of the most enduring traditions to come from the White House is the turkey pardon. In 1989, President George H.W. Bush became the first president to officially pardon a turkey, sparing it from being served at dinner. Since then, the annual turkey pardon has become a beloved tradition, with a turkey being granted a reprieve each year before the holiday. Mashed potatoes are a staple side dish at many Thanksgiving dinners, often paired with rich gravy. Pumpkin pie, made from the hearty orange squash, is the dessert of choice, its spiced sweetness bringing comfort and warmth to the meal. In 1995, NASA and the University of Wisconsin made history by growing potatoes in space as part of an experiment aboard the Columbia Space Shuttle. This groundbreaking experiment allowed for the first time the cultivation of a food crop in microgravity. While many of us are thinking about food and family, Thanksgiving also marks one of the busiest travel periods of the year. Though the week between Christmas and New Year's Day is the busiest travel time. Around 90 to 100 million Americans travel during Thanksgiving, making it a prime occasion for family reunions and long-awaited vacations. And the following day, Black Friday, is a shopping extravaganza, with millions of Americans flocking to stores and online retailers to take advantage of big sales. Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday food. It's a time to reflect on what we are grateful for, to gather with loved ones, and to connect with the shared history of our country. Whether it's through the story of the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag, the tradition of the turkey, or the sense of community and togetherness, Thanksgiving remains a beautiful reminder of the importance of peace, gratitude, and connection. As we sit around the table, enjoying our meals and creating memories, we are continuing a tradition that stretches back nearly for centuries. So, this Thanksgiving, as we savor that perfectly roasted turkey and slice into a warm pumpkin pie, let us remember the deeper meaning of the day, the power of unity, the importance of giving thanks, and the joy of sharing in a meal with those we hold dear. Happy Thanksgiving!